Hey everyone, this is Milan from Hypermedia, and this is the first test of the mic in a video actually, because I tested it before. And yeah, guys, I hope it will improve the quality a lot basically, because I'm just really thrilled to have a crisp audio. I don't know what it will sound like, but yeah, we will see. I hope this will translate well in terms of just video quality. I wanted to up my game a lot. Now, so today's topic is going to be about advertising, and I wanted to share with you 10 advertising tips that I think the best and what you should be learning about more. So these 10 advertising tips sorry guys, are going to be based upon the thing that advertising, what is advertising basically. So these going to be 10 fundamental things you should know before you start advertising, and you should be doing, and you should be improving on it. Now, this is a thing I'm always improving on, because these are the fundamentals. Okay, so the first one I'm going to touch on is focusing on your audience. I'm sorry, just I have some notes here to remember all of them. So first step is to focus on your audience. What that means? That means is basically you should be knowing your audience almost as well as you know your parents, basically. So yeah, it sounds weird, but when you are making a product and when you are making something as a marketer, you have to think about what people want and what people like. And of course, a great product is what people like. So you have to do a good product that people like, but you still like them too. Okay? Usually they are solving a problem which you had on the past, and it's a pain point for you and all kind of stuff. But that's a whole other topic which we are going to be touching on. But the thing is that advertising is all about your audience, and if you don't know your audience as well as know yourself basically, then you are missing out on a lot of potential clients, a lot of growth potential basically. So the next one is buying an audience. Now, buying an audience is basically buying a focused group of people that are in your niche and that are probably interested, if you're buying it right, probably interested in your stuff. Because if you buy your audience, like buying an audience means that, for example, partnering up with an influencer. The influencer has 10,000 people, 10,000 following audience, and you buy that audience to monetize your stuff on it. Okay, so in terms of buying an audience, the thing that you need to look at pretty closely is the engagement rate. So in that audience you buy, how much is the real audience you buy? Okay, and of course you have to be buying a related related audience to your niche. Because if you're in the fitness niche and you are buying somebody in the business niche, yeah, it can work a little bit, and but it's not going to be as helpful if you are selling workout plans and you are buying a mainstream fitness influencer. Okay, so yeah, I know this is a vague example, but it will kind of get the point. So the thing is that buying audience is a really great tool, because you don't have to build them, you don't have to manage them, you just trust, or the best I always say is invest in somebody that they will grow and they will manage their audience well. And of course, if they manage their audience, they will grow, but that's an upstream of it. So you have to bid on basically influencers, and you have to invest in them like a stock. Okay, So this is what it means to buy an audience. So the third, guys, is cheaper to keep people than to get one. Okay, so what that means is once you have a customer, for example, somebody bought your workout plans. I know I always go with the fitness examples, but I like them. So somebody bought your workout plans, and then you get their email address and you send them the workout plan. Of course, you have their email address. So this means that you can send them emails basically for cheap, because yeah, there are some costs to email marketing, but that's not going to be as high as paid advertising. So to get the content always out, and you have to advertise your content, because otherwise you just reach 10% of your audience, or 15 or 20 if you're really great. So to reach the people again who bought from you, you either going to need to do a retargeting campaign, or you can just go about and do email marketing, which is a great tool. Not always, but almost inexpensive. So because of this, if you do your things right, cheaper to keep than to get, because getting people, it's going to be, let's say, an acquisition cost is for you to get a customer is going to be $10. Okay, so it's going to be $10 for you to get one customer. To keep that customer, it's going to be costing you basically zero. You just have to manage them, and you can keep them. But what it means to keep a customer? To keep a customer, that means that they will come back and buy from you again. How to do that? Email marketing, retargeting, and earn media on social media. Okay, so this is the best ways to do it. One type of advertising platform. So yeah, email marketing and social media are basically two types, but email marketing is usually an automatized type of media, what you do if you do it right. So you just write your email campaign and it will send it out. Now the thing is that with I'm trying to do with this point, so this is the fourth point, is that you should be focusing on one type of advertisement. So if you go about and do paid advertisement, then you should go and do Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, but both of them, so all of them is or. So do one or another, not do all of them, because yeah, it's diversification and it's great. But once you mastered a platform, you can have much more understanding of the platform, of course. But I wanted to say much better return of advertising. Sorry, guys. So you have much better ROAE. I don't know how to say it. So ROA. Basically, you have much better, and you spend $100 and you get, let's say, 1,500 back, because you are better. But if you spend $100 on here, on Facebook, on TikTok, on IG, that's $300, and the return of advertising is just, let's say, 3 times. So you have, because you are not as skilled but still really great with advertisement because of the other fundamentals, you will have $900. But if you have one platform that you are really great at, then, and you have a 15 times ROI, then you will spend less and have a better return on ad spend. And the profit on the first example is 600, because 900 minus 300 of the ad spend, and in the first one it's 1,400. Yeah, so yeah, this can be a difference maker. The next one is knowing your platform. This comes from the previous one and the first one, so focusing on your audience, because basically to know your platform, you have to know your audience, where they are, and then you should go about and find them on your platform. The next one is because you're using one type because of the audience that you know where it is, then you can go and master that platform. Know everything about it, know how it works, know how it doesn't work, know what kind of ads they like. If they like scammy ads, or if they don't like, they like banners, they like this font, this color, white banner, black banner, you know what I mean. So basically you have to master your platform. This is why actually one type of ad platform is really great, because you can test all of this out in place, basically. I said a little too much basically here, but you get the point. The next one is ad content and ad script. Basically that's 2 points, but the thing is that with ad content and with ad script, the really important thing is you have to test them out. Test as much as possible. Test. With the content, the first 3 segments matters. You probably heard about pattern breakdown. Use it as much as possible. It is a really great tool to get people to stop at your content, and you can test more. Then with ad script, it's starting to get not as important, because it's not a lot of people read any more scripts actually, just in the video. That's a whole other topic. The ad scripts I wanted to talk about is the scripts down at the caption level. In the video, yeah, that's considered a part of the content in my opinion, but under it, the copywriting part, but basically in the video it's copywriting as well, but in the copywriting under, so the caption is going to get less and less important. However, I still think you need to have a great caption, and you need to master this skill as well, because you never know, and there are people who are still reading it, and there are platforms who are still favoring it. So I would, and I'm not saying that nobody reads it, but for example on TikTok, when was the last time you read a script under your ads? I don't recall anybody any ads that I read on TikTok. Yeah, on Facebook and on IG, that's a whole other topic. You can debate that there is an importance, and there is an importance that about that script, but right now it's going to get further and further from IG and Facebook, I think, but that's my own opinion. So the next one, so this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 one. The best type of campaign. So I wanted to talk about how you can start it, how you can start your advertisement, and what is the best type of campaign in my opinion over on all the paid ads. And this is basically lead generation. Okay, so lead generation is going to have going to yield the highest returns, basically, because think about it, generating leads is going to be pretty cheap, or not as expensive. Now, if you play your cards right, and if you generate a lead for $2, and you upsell them, and let's say from the leads, every 5 leads buy, and you sell them a $10 product, then you basically have a free campaign, because you generate 5 leads for $2, then that's $10, and from every 5 you get 1 buys. That's going to be that's going to be breaking even. That's cool. Now you can make it better, make it worse. I just say that you can do it basically because basically free. Now with the lead gem, you have to give something in exchange, because email address pretty personal info, so you have to give something for for them in order to give you their email address. So you have to think about that as well. And the thing is that once you get their email address, you can upsell them, you can send them your content, you can send them promotions, you can send them discounts, you can send them videos, you can send them articles, you can send them your new launches, the pre-launches, your website, so basically in an email list you can do so many things with an email list. So this is why it's so important to build a big email list, especially as a B2C business. With a B2B business, it's important as well. So just they have to be higher quality leads with a B2B email list, and that's not going to be that cheap, probably, but it will depend on how good you are. But the thing is that you have to build your email list. It's so crucial, so crucial. Is from Gary Vee actually. Give, and then get. What that means? That means that the previous point we talked about is lead generation. You give something, you give something, you give something. You give them something for free, you give them a few emails, and then you ask them to buy this upsell. Then you ask them. And also with the content marketing, give, and then you ask, because let's say from 5 posts you are doing 4 posts something valuable, and 1 post is advertisement. 80-20 rule. With the content marketing. So yeah, this is the give, and then get. So ask, not get. Get is not good actually. Give, and then ask for something. But first you have to give more and then ask. Okay, so that's the reason. And what that means in terms of advertisement. In terms of advertisement, this means free stuff. Free is not free stuff basically, because you're not going to be giving it free, but it will seems like it's free. Okay. So last point is referrals. So this is a part of advertisement which is super important, especially for B2B businesses, but B2B as well, because if you are great at referrals, you can have so much more people to buy your product that you cannot handle them. Basically, so the thing that you have to think to know about referrals is the best referrals is the one that sells you the product, basically, because once you fulfilled your customer so greatly that they are going to sell their friends for you. Because let's think about it. So if you have a great customer experience, a great product which fulfills full purpose and solves the full problem, so you are not getting holes in the problem which are going to need to be solved many other ways, you have a full solution to that problem, then they will tell their friends who have the same problem that, hey man, I know you have this problem, but yeah, I got a solution, and they will basically sell it for you. You just have to have a great product, and referrals is all about great products, because that's the most important thing about referral is the greater products you have, the better referrals you will get. Yeah, of course you can ask for referrals and all kind of stuff, but the best one I think is the one that they are giving to you, basically, because they like your product. And if it's not happening, then yeah, you should be considering upgrading your product. Always think about what can you add to your product for free to increase their value. And we have a video on it in this channel, and that one is a really great one actually, and you will have a lot of things. Yeah, I'm
just trying to whispering with the new mic, guys. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and the new mic is, I hope, great.
And now I'm out, and I hope you have an amazing day, guys.